All right, I just finished this case, this new briefcase. I call this style my Alfred Wallace style. It's made in traditional English bridle leather, and I'm using two colors. I love working with this green. I've been making cases and different sorts of bags with this green for a while, and the red too. I don't use the red much. It's a nice bright red, stands out as you can just see. It just makes this green pop on this bag, including the hardware. I think it came out great. I normally don't use this red on briefcases. I don't know, I guess it's just not a traditional color. Most of the people that buy my briefcases are lawyers or doctors, and I don't see them using this red or wearing this red around. But I have, no doubt, throughout the years, have made it all red briefcases or just use the red as a highlight. I think the red as a highlight works good, especially since this red is gonna fade when it starts to wear out. So it's not gonna stay as bright always. It will definitely fade, might even just fade down to like a chestnut. So it's not gonna be as red. But even as it is right now, it's a dark briefcase, and this red just gives it just slight little highlights. It's even the gussets are red. Like I said, I think in time, this red will fade and it'll look good. It'll look professional, or it'll look classy, or classic, I should say. All right, so let me tell you about this briefcase. Like I said, it's an old style that I've made. I call it the Alfred Wallace. It's got two sections. The whole case is 16 by 12. It's got these removable double straps that go around. It is, the leather is traditionally made English bridle leather, comes from the UK. I got solid brass hardware. This lock is a cool combination lock. It's solid brass, handmade in Italy. It's really nice. On the top, you could see, if you ever seen this sort of lock before, the reason why I have these bolts here is I pierce the leather. I like my locks to actually pierce through the leather like rivets, so it's just much more secure. If you ever see my round locks, I don't have any now, but if you ever see them, I use real rivets that pierce through the leather, so I get a good, secure, grip on it. Unlike a lot of these locks, even though most modern day locks are installed with either screws or those prongs, which are not the most secure, let's say. But this bag is secure. This is not coming off. I mean, you got your straps for security to begin with. No one's getting inside there. And then you got the combination lock. You could always, if you're a lawyer, I know lawyers like to do that. They'll set the combination, they'll lock the briefcase, they'll leave it there on their desk, or in a courtroom, they could step out. No one's going in to check things out. That's the best way. Key locks are great, but you got to take the key with you, and that, I think, becomes a pain in the ass, especially from all the feedback that I get. It's a nice traditional look with key locks, but I think if you want security on your briefcase, a combination lock is the best way to go. Straps, just make it look cool. You don't need it. You can always take these straps off. They're removable. They go all the way around. Put them in the briefcase, and you can just use the briefcase as a lock. If you're going somewhere, you want some attention, you want to just show off your briefcase, put the straps on, and you're good. It's got a back newspaper pocket. This is all thick leather to begin with. Nice, sturdy, stands up on its own all the time. It's not some flimsy little briefcase. It's a case. It's a case almost like you would make an attaché case that is all wood. Check out the light on that, just shining off this briefcase. Looks cool, right? Look at that, look at underneath. All right, so let me open it up. So here's the shoulder strap on this case I made in the same red. So I'm gonna open it up. Buckles. You could always, I see some people a lot of times, they'll have the case maybe just like this, or they'll put the buckles in the loops So, you know, they don't have to deal with the buckles. So that's also cool. It's just an easy way to get in and out. These are real buckles and not the fake buckles. So you can always just do something like this throughout the day when you're in and out. And then when you're ready to go home, you can buckle it up, because this way you can just open it up and you're in. Same thing. You just close it up real quick and you just put the buckles through the loops. But I think you figure that out. I mean, you're not going to want to carry like that. I said you could always take the straps off, whatever. All right, so this just opens up. You just push this down and it opens up. Okay, that's it. Simple. Inside, this case is not lined. It's got two just gussets. It's got some pockets on the middle divider. Like I said, this case I left unlined. This traditional English bridle leather comes with, it's just the way they make it. The lining is really nice. It's smooth. It's matted down. And if you want something durable, sure, you don't get the lining. You're going to go with something that's unlined. And also another thing that I did with this, I left the, I just burnished the edges. I did not paint them. I think when you burnish the edges, they give that sort of highlight. You know, you got the lighter highlight, right? But they also they're much more durable than the painted ones. When I put the coating on the painted edges, it looks good. It makes the briefcase nice and refined. But eventually some parts come off, they wear off. It's paint. It's paint that's sitting on the leather. It's more like a rubbery paint. It's not like a paint that penetrates, it's not like a dye that penetrates the leather where it's there. And even the dye, when you dye edges, it fades as well. This is a rubbery paint to make it nice and smooth around the edges, but it does come off eventually. Not a big deal. You can find that edge paint on Amazon. You can touch up your briefcases, your bags. That's not a big deal. But just leaving it not painted and just having me burnish them is a great alternative. They still come smooth, but sure, you could see the painted edges. One thing I don't do is if you do have me line the briefcase, I'll paint the edges to a lined briefcase. Just because with the lining showing through, I don't think it looks nice. It looks it looks like shit to a person. So I won't do that. And I don't like putting things out there. I've had requests on that, but I don't like putting things out there that don't look good, because in the end, my name is on these things, and I want them to be perfect. I only put perfect stuff out there unless I screwed up the bag and I say this is not a perfect bag. But when someone commissions me for a bag, it's always perfect, no less. I don't take anything less. All right, so two gussets, like I said, nice little case, standard size 16 by 12 up, 16 by 12 and 4-inch gusset. You got your buckles, double straps. You're gonna see me making a bunch of these briefcases in the coming weeks. I'm working on. Here's the top part. Look at that. In the light, that looks great. I mean, when you take this out, you can really see the dark green come out. You can see the window light just shining on this. You can see that dark green just pop out. But when you're bringing this in, if there's no light, it almost looks like it's black. But you can see, right? Look at that. Cool. All right. Till next time. That red shine. All right. Till next time.